Okay, my opponent is supporting the resolution that we should not cut art classes from K through 12 education, that we should provide more funding towards them, and I'm going to tell you why they should be cut and why they are a disadvantage to childhood education. Academics should be everyone's top priority. School is supposed to be an academic environment, and art classes simply take away the focus from those classes. The arts have infested the hallways of schools and have caused kids to lose focus and get caught up on the fun elements of art and the pretty pictures that they can make and all these kinds of things. And it's totally taking the focus off of the core classes like math, science, English, history, and things like that. In an article done through the Sun Centennial, the author wrote that that students go to school to learn the derivative of 48 times 2 and the Krebs cycle, not paint abstract nothingness or to sing bad choral music. I think this is a little bit harsh, but I mean, the point is there. School is meant to be for education, not artistic freedom. And my opponent did mention that there are a lot of benefits that come from art classes, such as the higher test scores, things like that. But there are other ways to for kids to get that art experience in their life without it being funded through the school. The government is cutting educational budget cuts, or they are making educational budget cuts, and arts are optional. People can get through life without knowing art stuff. They can't really get through life without knowing, how to put together a sentence or how to do, proper just liberal arts math, and going through without knowing proper U.S. and world history. The arts are required in many schools, but all it does is create these students who have, yes, a more creative side, and maybe they can do a little bit better on these tests or anything like that, but all it does is take their focus off of what school was really created to be about. If schools do eliminate art programs, students will not be suddenly deprived of a creative outlet. If they truly care about art and whatever they really like doing, whether it's painting or drawing or acting, possibly playing an instrument or a band or anything like that, there are plenty of places that they can go outside of the school. I think that my opponent was correct when she said that these things can benefit a child in many ways, but I don't think that they have to be provided through the school. I think that the school needs to be an educational institution, and the school's focus does need to be on that core curriculum of classes. If the classroom is engulfed by too much creativity, like I said in the beginning, people are going to be so overwhelmed with, the fun classes or what I can do here or there, that they're not going to be paying attention in their real classes. In the article done by Centennial, again, the author said that that the moment a teacher goes off on a boring rampage about something like the history behind the Electoral College, drummers start tapping a complicated rhythm on their desks, artists start doodling a hilarious cartoon of the teacher, and singers blankly stare at the chalkboard as they intentionally sing their newest choral song. The classroom engulfed by creativity, when the lesson is over, no one is sure where the Electoral College came from. So again, this will just cause confusion in the classroom, and kids will not be able to focus on those core curriculum classes if they're distracted by all of these art classes that are going on. Just a few statistics here. According to the Center on Budget and Political Priorities, more than 95% of school-age children are attending schools that have cut funding since the recession. And the art classes tend to be the first programs that are cut due to the budget restraints. because especially in the more rural areas and the areas that are not so financially well off, because they are already struggling to meet the proper demands. However, in the more well off neighborhoods, a lot of these programs are still being funded due to parent and neighborhood involvement. So I mean, if people really care about their kids' education with art, they can stand up and do something about it. There was actually in 2006 a Pennsylvania state teacher at Upper Darby High. Their school was getting the art programs at their school was getting cut down, and they had like parents and teachers rise up and create protests and petitions to stop this act. And actress Tina Fey actually jumped on board to help this out, to fund the program. So there's still ways to have it funded in the school. That doesn't necessarily have to be by the government. If parents and children really care about the artistic education that's going on in the schools, like I said before, there are plenty of areas outside of the school and plenty of things that a parent can do to provide these things for the children. Yeah, so while the arts have been proven to be a form of inspiration and expression, and they have motivated a lot of kids to follow careers in the art pathway, it doesn't have to be done in the school. School needs to be about proper core curriculum education, about those core classes, and the classes are going to help you grow your education and succeed in life.